You might recognize this man, Carl Fox, the former bar owner and LGBTQ activist, is a fixture in northern Kentucky. For 35 years now, Fox has lived with HIV.
And now he's part of a federally funded study to try to find a cure for the virus. WCPO 9 News reporter Lucy May is documenting his experience.
I was 27 years old, 27. Told I'd be dead by 29.
Carl Fox contracted HIV in 1985, back when getting the virus was practically a death sentence.
They told me I had 2 years to live, literally told me go home, apply for disability, it's an instant on if you're HIV positive, and put your affairs in order, you have about 2 years. I couldn't believe it.
Back then, nothing seemed to stop the virus from attacking a patient's immune system. The United States had 50,280 people diagnosed with AIDS between 1981 and 1987. 95.5% of them died. But 6 months after his diagnosis, Fox said he still didn't feel sick and told his doctor he was going to live.
I remember just looking at her one day and said, I've decided I'm not going to die from this disease, and you can't make me.
Fox did survive both the virus and the heartbreak of losing so many people he loved.
At the peak, I was attending 3 funerals a week.
He owned and operated Rosie's Tavern in Covington for years before selling it in 1998, then opened Crazy Fox Saloon in 1999 with his fiancée, Terry Bond. And now, 35 years after contracting HIV, Fox is part of a federally funded study that aims to find a cure through genetic engineering of patients' white blood cells.
The hope is that if we do this, that we can prove that we can lower the amount of HIV that we can find in a person's body.
Dr. Carl Fichtenbaum is a principal investigator for the study and a professor at the University of Cincinnati's College of Medicine.
If we can show that with just by doing this once, then our hope in the future is that perhaps if we were to do this often enough and change enough cells in the body, that people who have HIV may be able to control the HIV even without any medication. And it may be the first steps or ideas to really trying to cure people.
I was there when it first started. I've managed to survive for 35 years, for God's sake, and now I believe they'll cure me.
Bond supports Fox's decision to be part of the study, just as he has loved and supported him for more than 24 years.
It's kind of like you take every day as it comes, because nothing's guaranteed. And so you just got to adjust to it and do the best you can. And here we are, decades later.
Fox admits he worries about whether this study could be the thing that kills him after decades of sidestepping death. But if his late Irish mother was right, he has nothing to worry about.
My mother would say, oh, honey, only the good die young. Truly evil are going to live forever. You'll be around a while.
Lucy May, WCPO 9 News.